Open-world games are known for their freedom, scale, and sense of exploration. Anticipation around upcoming open-world releases comes from the promise of larger worlds, deeper systems, and more immersive experiences that aim to push the genre further. Let's dive right into it. Forest 3 shifts the series from an island environment to a hostile sci-fi survival horror location. Players operate in swampy terrain filled with strange fauna, grotesque creatures, and advanced technology. Core survival systems return, including resource management, crafting, and environmental threats, while new tools are introduced, such as a mechanical claw used to scan, analyze, or collect objects. The narrative connects to extraterrestrial elements introduced in Sons of the Forest, and development is handled by Night Games.
Today, a new chapter in this land's history shall be written.
Crimson Desert is an action-adventure RPG taking place on the continent of Pywell. Players control Cliff of the Greymanes, engaging in single-player combat with swords, spears, and bows, while using abilities and elemental effects. Gameplay includes large-scale battles, fast-paced melee, mounted travel with horses and other creatures, climbing, gliding, resource gathering, crafting, and activities across plains, deserts, mountains, towns, ruins, and the abyss.
Without fear.
In the end, all will come together as one.
We fight for the future of all. Sound the horn of our final battle. Fight! Fight for Pywell!
Your fight is not for revenge, nor glory, nor pride.
This is your hell!
Remember who you are, and let it guide your path. For at the end of it, you will find the answers you seek.
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the void.
Chrono Odyssey is an action MMORPG built around a seamless open world with multiple biomes and large-scale online play. Combat uses real-time action systems combined with time manipulation through the chronotector, allowing time to stop or rewind during fights. Players take part in PvE dungeons, raids, PvP, co-op activities, harvesting, crafting, trading, and deep character customization.
Some say time stops for no one. Neither man nor God, living nor dead. Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the path.
Mass Effect continues as a single-player story-driven RPG developed by BioWare and built with Unreal Engine 5. The game returns to the Milky Way and connects events from the original trilogy and Mass Effect Andromeda, with Liara T'Soni expected to play a role. Gameplay is planned around narrative choice, squad-based combat, dialogue systems, and character progression.
Arctic is away. Godspeed. Engines are going abandoned!
Is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact. Do not be readings all across space.
That is what the Sith believe.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Remake is a single-player RPG rebuilding the 2003 game with modern visuals and updated gameplay systems. Combat, character progression, dialogue choices, and party management are being redesigned while keeping the original story structure. Development is handled by Saber Interactive after taking over from Aspyr Media following internal changes. The project remains in active production with no confirmed launch timing or final platform details. Fable is a third-person action RPG that reintroduces the land of Albion with sword combat, magic, and strong character interaction. Players control a new hero, making choices that affect quests, towns, and how NPCs respond, while humor remains part of the design, including returning features like chicken kicking. Combat mixes melee weapons and spells in real-time encounters.
I trust you'll be able to rid us of this crucible.
Nioh 3 is a dark samurai action RPG built around fast combat and high difficulty. Players switch instantly between samurai and ninja styles, using heavy weapons, precise timing, speed, and special techniques to fight yokai enemies. Battles take place across large areas with villages and hostile zones that demand careful movement, stamina, control, and planning. Single-player progression includes gear upgrades, skill systems, and repeated encounters.
None shall interfere with my cause! Become the Spirit Stone!
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is an action-adventure game taking place in the state of Leonida, featuring Vice City and surrounding regions. Players control two protagonists, Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos, switching between them during missions and free play. Gameplay includes driving, shooting, heists, and dynamic police systems inside a large, continuous map. The design satirizes modern American culture through characters, media, and events.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey.
Hands above your head, now!
You, stay. The new beginnings.
You break the news, this is it. Trust me, this place is just the start for us.
Ring the bell! Shot, baby!
The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this, we're doing it right.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything. Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Like, back!
You and me, Lou. We got this.
We got it.
Say my city, baby! My shit, baby!
Come to Bill's Ammunition today. We got more guns than all around.
Hey.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube.
The Cube is an MMORPG shooter built around a massive floating cube that constantly rotates and changes the battlefield. Players fight enemies, complete quests, and face large bosses while navigating shifting rows and edges that affect movement and combat. Progression mixes shooting mechanics with RPG systems and online interaction. The setting revolves around a mysterious equation that can alter reality, shaping encounters and long-term goals.
How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear but revealed itself? What if it was always there and we've only just started to see it?
One of the biggest fears of an astronaut doing extravehicular activity, or EVA, is somehow becoming detached and floating away.
The Expanse Osiris Reborn is a third-person action RPG set in a science fiction setting where players control a customizable captain leading a small crew. Gameplay combines cover-based shooting, active abilities, and real-time squad commands, with companions supporting in and out of combat. Decisions affect crew relationships, mission outcomes, and story paths. Players to manage a ship, interact with factions, and take part in combat encounters across space locations.
In a reactive game, that would be too clumsy, and so mag boots is a creative way to kind of compromise and keep it realistic, but also be able to be reactive. But the fear is the same, becoming detached somehow and drifting away. And that's just one example. Even firearms would behave differently in space. Recoil and ballistics would also be different. People think about space as silent, but silence can mean danger. For example, inside of the spacesuit, there's a steady hum of the fan that's blowing oxygen over your face. The people at Alcat Games did some research and figured out that vibrations caused by shots inside of a vehicle would translate to the hull and likely be felt through the mag boots.
We love the idea, but have to adapt it. Pure realism would mean almost no sound in combat. No vacuum, you hear more than Westlanders do, but far less than in atmosphere. What you hear is what your character feels. Breath, comes, vibrations. The tension stays, and so does the fear.
The mission crews train for months, even years together. The commander is chosen first and sets the tone. Just like in the game, trust takes time and shared experience.
The ship is crew's home. To craft the right atmosphere, we focus on the smallest of details. Life in space changes tastes. Astronauts often crave spices just to feel such sensations again. On pink water, meals created from what could actually be grown in orbit. And in the same spirit, you'll even hear your companions discussing food and ingredients on the ship. We hope that our approach to blending realism with gameplay considerations will make players experience something engaging and truly immersive.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine.
Clockwork Revolution is a first-person action RPG taking place in the steampunk city of Avalon. Players use a time travel device to return to earlier moments and change events that reshape characters, locations, and power structures. Combat mixes firearms, gadgets, and abilities, while player decisions alter quests and story outcomes across different timelines. The design emphasizes cause and effect through direct intervention rather than fixed paths.
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one and
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Berto!
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit. They were, trust your instincts, sir.
Tall.
Yes, sir.
Built rather slim, well, muscular.
Mm-hmm.
Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no! I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing pan of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed. Let's go and end a few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Blood Message is a single-player, third-person action-adventure set in late Tang Dynasty China during the Dunhuang Uprising. Players control a nameless messenger protecting his young son while carrying an important message across dangerous territory. Gameplay uses melee combat with blades and fists, stealth systems, and linear level design with scripted traversal on foot and horseback.
大唐离我们太远了，神佛还会庇佑河西吗？
我是认真决定的，我还是想再试一次。
今日我们所流的血，是为了把大唐带回来。我们必须在破城之前把宁带出来。 阿宁，等着我。
阿宁，阿宁，阿爷，我将追随沙洲一举。
去长安，你这是让他们去送死！
输赢成败，皆如沙上之大，风来即散，为众生之苦，长漫于天地之间。
回家吧，这一切毫无意义。天命所归，我才是大唐。后来，除了死更多人，什么都不会改变。
没有我的帮助，你走不出这片沙漠。如果神不肯拯救我们的部族，那就让我来。
阿宁，等着我。
是对信使，每个人都做好了有去无回的打算。
Who were you before? Who did you love?
State of Decay 3 is a survival game about managing a community after a zombie outbreak. Players gather resources, build and upgrade bases, and make decisions that affect events and character survival. Permadeath means lost members and skills cannot return. Solo play and online co-op support shared communities in a persistent map where threats evolve over time.
The risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. But you helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us. found hope in each other.
Need help. I'm surrounded. They're everywhere. There's way more than I was expecting.
And even if we bought the other survivors just one more day, the sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it. And that helped us find the courage to keep going, to fight on. When we needed it the most. I didn't know you well. But we'll keep your memory alive. Every sacrifice we make matters and will never be forgotten. No one is forgotten.
Through hell, but paradise is just ahead.
Westlanders is an open-world survival sandbox set in a Wild West environment where players operate from a customizable wagon that acts as a mobile base. Gameplay includes gathering resources, crafting tools, managing hunger and threats, and building settlements that grow into production hubs. Players recruit allies, automate labor, and connect multiple locations into an economic network. Combat involves firearms and melee against bandits and wildlife, with solo and co-op play support.
We face the darkest depths of human nature. The wildlife. The dangerous roads. The beasts of the night. And the angry skies. We knew the West would test us, but the real question is, can this land become our home?
Rooted is a survival game built for solo and online play in a post-apocalyptic environment reclaimed by nature. Players gather materials, hunt, and manage threats while building camps and secondary outposts across forests, villages, and urban ruins. Gameplay systems include base building, crafting, salvaging old technology, and automating tasks like power and defenses. Combat involves firearms, melee weapons, animals, and hostile humans, with optional friendly fire in co-op. Exodus is a third-person sci-fi action RPG where players control June Allen, a traveler operating in a distant star cluster under threat from advanced humans known as Celestials. Gameplay combines cover-based shooting, faster action combat, skill trees, companions, and branching RPG decisions. A core system uses time dilation, where long-distance travel causes years or decades to pass elsewhere, permanently changing characters and outcomes.
Child of Orion, fulfill the purpose for which you were crafted, and seize your destiny.
Our world is dying. You are the only one who can wield celestial tech and find a cure.
Well, that's terrifying.
But with the right ship and the right crew, you could save all of us.
I was on an alien world. Felt like I was finally doing what I was made for.
Thank you, June.
We are the defenders of Leiden's future. And we will fight to protect it.
The fight for survival has consequences. How far are you willing to venture? How much are you willing to sacrifice to save your world?
Damn, kid. No pressure there.
Divinity is a turn-based CRPG set in the world of Rivellon, built around a new rule set and expanded player agency. Combat removes the magic armor system and emphasizes tactical positioning, abilities, and lasting consequences for decisions. The setting depicts a damaged world where the gods are silent and chaos affects societies and factions. Cooperative multiplayer is planned, and development targets a large-scale structure supported by updated engine technology from Larian Studios.
think you've lost everything.
Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred is an action RPG expansion that builds on the core systems of Diablo 4 with new content and mechanics. Players continue using isometric combat based on fast melee, skills, and loot-driven progression while gaining access to additional story chapters, regions, and endgame activities. The expansion adds new character classes, skill variants, item systems, and progression updates that affect builds across all classes. It requires the base game and supports solo play, co-op, and online features. DEFECT is a first-person tactical shooter set in a cyberpunk city controlled by an authoritarian AI called the System. Gameplay emphasizes coordinated movement, room clearing, and objective-based missions using advanced weapons and technology. Players can operate solo, work in co-op, or compete in structured PvP modes built around shifting objectives. Factions influence loadouts and roles, while preparation and positioning shape each encounter.
Mind, 50 seconds. The system approves infiltration and data harvest. High-value criminal elements control the entire block between Figueroa and Lincoln. Multiple suspects in the stacks. Infiltrate and harvest. I will guide you in. Serve and protect. And the system will set you free. Once you're inside, apprehend and pursue all suspects. The system requires you monitor all fellow officers for deviation. It is your sworn duty to report any agitation, any disobedience, any emotion. The system is always watching.
Fresh meat. Welcome to the grinder. You think you're brave? Law-abiding citizens, we have guests. 10 foes out for the first slug to bring me to head. If you want to live through the night, stay the fuck out of our way.
That's the first data drive. Marked.
Running a bypass.
Stealth wall deployed.
Suspect inside is jamming our system access. Breach and clear the apartment. Weapons hot.
Your hands up!
Let me see her!
No hesitation.
Please help!
Subject down!
What did they promise you? Freedom? Family?
There are 2 more data cubes on this block.
The system knows. You're one of us.
Not going to cover me!
Prosecute. With extreme prejudice.
Fuck you, man!
Consciousness transfer approved.
No, no, no!
Please, I just need to get up to 460.
Alameda PD is tracking multiple gang units converging on your position. Floor 80 and above are locked down. Data cubes will access the system mainframe. Wipe the drive and reboot the block.
Useless bastards! You let the pigs check into my ships! I ought to skin the lot of you! Now swallow the
Horizon Steel Frontiers is a shared world action RPG set in the Deadlands, a new frontier region within the Horizon universe. Gameplay supports large-scale co-op machine hunts, raid-style encounters, and competition between player groups for territory and resources. Combat relies on team coordination, machine part damage, traps, and specialized roles, drawing comparisons to Monster Hunter. Character creation allows deep customization for different hunter builds. Project Tal is a single-player action RPG inspired by Korean mythology and traditional Tal masks. Players move through a large fantasy land and fight massive creatures using fast-paced melee combat, skill-based combos, counterattacks, and the ability to climb enemies during battles. Combat is supported by NPC companions, with different roles such as melee, defense, and magic, who react to player actions and situations.
every last member of the...
Ghost of Yōtei is an action-adventure game taking place in 1603 in the Izo region near Mount Yōtei. Players control Atsu, a mercenary warrior pursuing a group known as the Yōtei Six through sword-based combat, stealth movement, and reactive encounters. Gameplay builds on precise melee systems using blocks, parries, dodges, and new weapon types while navigating large environments on foot and horseback. A multiplayer Legends mode returns as a separate feature.
I found something new to live for.
Forza Horizon 6 is a racing game set across large regions inspired by Japan. Players drive a wide range of cars through cities, countryside, mountains, and coastal roads while taking part in structured races, open events, and skill-based challenges. Gameplay mixes arcade-style handling with realistic driving systems, vehicle tuning, and progression through festival activities. The game supports solo play and online competitio. Truck World Australia is a driving simulation focused on long-distance truck transport across Australian highways and remote dirt roads. Players operate heavy trucks, manage cargo weight and placement, and complete delivery jobs while dealing with traffic, weather, and road conditions. Gameplay allows leaving the cab to attach trailers, refuel, and inspect loads, with vehicle upgrades and route planning affecting performance.
So many lost.
SpaceCraft is an online space simulation focused on large-scale exploration, construction, and automation across a shared galaxy. Players pilot ships between solar systems, land on planets, mine resources, and craft components used to build custom spacecraft. Gameplay includes designing ships part by part, creating automated planetary bases, managing energy and logistics, and setting up interplanetary trade routes. Progression emphasizes efficiency, production chains, and cooperation with other players.
Together, we're discovering new horizons. Every foundation laid, every spark ignited, every connection made builds something new. Our journey led us to these stars, and from the fragments of the past, we will forge a better, brighter tomorrow.
You will sleep through 14 years of flight to your new home on Caesura.
Subnautica 2 is an underwater survival game set on a new alien ocean planet. Players gather resources, craft tools, submersibles, and modular bases while managing oxygen, pressure and hostile wildlife. The game supports solo play and online co-op, allowing shared base building and deeper dives together. New biomes, unfamiliar creatures, and scanning systems expand progression, while survival depends on preparation, adaptation, and careful movement through increasingly dangerous depths. POLYARIS is a first-person survival game set in the Arctic, where players manage cold, wetness, hunger, and thirst in a harsh environment. Movement relies on skis and boats to cross snowfields and icy waters while searching abandoned sites for supplies. Gameplay includes clothing management, fishing, crafting, and shelter planning under dynamic weather and a day-night cycle. Star Rupture is a first-person, open-world survival and base-building game set on a hostile alien planet. Players gather and process resources to build automated industrial systems that mine, craft, and power large bases. Combat plays a major role, with frequent attacks from aggressive alien creatures that must be repelled to protect structures. The planet changes over time through environmental hazards, forcing adaptation. The game supports solo play and co-op, with progression tied to technology, production chains, and base defense.
Get up! I'll help you.
Reporting for duty.
Science awaits!
Fascinating.
Let's build something.
Rupture activity detected. Hide.
Ashfall is a third-person looter shooter set in a post-nuclear wasteland controlled by hostile AI systems. Players leave an underground vault to explore ruin zones, gather weapons, and upgrade gear through a talent-based progression system. Combat is built around multiple shooting styles that change movement, accuracy, and tactics. The game supports solo play, co-op missions, and PvP areas, with large regions that include enemy bases, puzzles, and high-risk encounters tied to long-term progression.
Take the gun. Leave the shelter. Over the mountains. Across the deserts. Go east. Make some friends. Be powerful. Defeat all the monsters finish your mission. Find a new dawn.
World of Warcraft Midnight is a major expansion for the long-running MMORPG that continues the World Soul saga after the War Within. Gameplay keeps the core class and combat systems while adding player housing, new and reworked zones such as Quel'Thalas, additional open-world activities, and expanded endgame content including delves, dungeons, and raids. The story deals with conflict between light and void, driven by Xal'atath, and progression is supported by interface and quality-of-life updates.
The Sunwell will not fall. Not while I draw breath. Little elves. I can see you grow weary. How much longer can you hold out? Flee and save yourselves.
Liadrin, don't.
Light be with you. You see? She understands it's hopeless. Soon, you all will. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through... I know that I am unworthy. I don't know if I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength. I admire your spirit, but that will not save you. Soon, I will break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
This darkness comes to devour everything. And when it is finished, there will be no more light. Without your aid, we will perish. I beg you, help us.
Not while we draw breath.
Road Kings is a truck driving simulation focused on long-haul cargo transport across the American South. Players manage deliveries using heavy semi-trucks, choosing routes, trailers, and jobs while accounting for vehicle weight, wear, fuel, weather, and road conditions. Progression moves from hired driver to owner-operator, with reputation shaped by delivery, performance, business decisions, and responses to road events. Gameplay includes realistic driving systems, route planning, and career management across highways, towns, and coastal regions.
Bad news, Deacon. The storm's almost on top of you.
I got eyes on it.
You can still turn around, you know.
Pineview won't hold out. XTC Logistics.
They said you were coming. But take care now, you hear?
Let's get it done.
One must travel many paths.
Lords of the Fallen 2 is a dark fantasy action RPG built around high difficulty combat and dual realm gameplay. Players fight through the living realm of Axiom and the dead realm of Umbral, shifting between them to manage enemies, paths, and survival. Combat emphasizes precise timing, stamina control, dismemberment mechanics, and large-scale boss encounters. The game supports solo play and online co-op with shared progression, and uses Unreal Engine 5 to support dense environments, enemy variety, and complex combat systems.
Forgive me.
If the world turns cold.
CrisisX is a large-scale multiplayer survival game set in a post-apocalyptic open world. Players navigate a massive shared map, managing hunger, thirst, health, and weather while facing infected creatures, wildlife, and other survivors. Gameplay mixes third-person combat, scavenging, crafting, and territory building, with firearms, vehicles, and group tactics playing a major role. Players can cooperate in teams or compete over resources, establish defended bases, and shape control over regions through long-term survival decisions.
To wilderness. To horizons. Lost. Maybe the way clears when we walk together. Collaborate. Fight. Side by side. Get everything back on track. Allied. United. But people stay the same. We clash. We And this time, what's your way out?
Have you ever wondered why the formation of the barrier went out of control?
Gothic 1 Remake is an action RPG that returns to the Valley of the Mines, where a prison colony is sealed inside a magical barrier. Players control a nameless prisoner, navigating rival factions, earning trust, and surviving through combat, dialogue, and careful choices. Progress depends on skill-based melee fighting, learning from trainers, managing resources, and reacting to consequences that change how characters respond. The game uses a reactive open environment with handcrafted locations, structured quests, and a harsh rule set that rewards preparation and awareness.
And yes, the so-called Brotherhood of the Sleeper, worshipping their mysterious god. They might be onto something. And the Orcs. Well, you might dismiss their culture as primitive, but it would be prudent to study them carefully. Maybe the key to all of this lies buried deep under their sanctuaries. I cannot unravel these mysteries all alone. I need allies. Allies who look out for more than their own survival. Allies who accomplish things you might have considered impossible. Allies I will meet soon enough.